we went to a club and people were trying to talk to me and taking pictures of me as I'm throwing up in a trash can. That kind of sucks.
I was one of them.
Let's talk about some tips that we can give the people if it's your first EDC or if you've been to EDC before and there's some stuff you didn't know about.
Embrace the chaos.
Get a helicopter.
Legitimately embrace the chaos.
To avoid the
That's
traffic.
actually not a tip I would give people.
Like Coachella had the highest amount of EDM artist play, but you know who had a 0% of artist play? Fyre Fest 2.0. Fyre Fest 2 canceled. The tagline that was on there is, guy fucking parties harder than 90% of everyone at Coachella and is politely asked to cut his performance short because he's just a little bit too fucked up. Is he the GOAT for this?
Yeah, dude.
Because I think I'm peaking. Peaking.
Welcome back to the I'm Peaking podcast. Question of the day is, what's your most gatekept festival tip? And by gatekept, I mean like the tips that you don't want to tell everyone, because then otherwise if everyone was doing it, then it might take away like some of the value behind it. It's kind of like the tips you want to keep to yourself.
I mean, if you
got one that I'll share because I don't think everyone's gonna use it, but I got one if no one else does.
Yeah.
You were saying something, Daniel?
Oh, I was. Oh, I forgot it actually. Yeah, go ahead, man.
You can ask bartenders for ice to put into your water pouch, which is really, really helpful. But obviously, if everybody starts asking for ice, then all the bartenders are gonna have to start saying no because they will run out. And I know this from experience from being a bartender at for Insomniac events. Like I would be able to give ice out like maybe at the beginning of the festival. Cause like, you know, you have plenty, you have a whole ass bucket ready to go, but by midday you start running out of ice and it's just like, I can't afford to not have cold drinks for paying customers. So it's like, you know, if you go early, you can probably ask for ice to put in your water pouch and it lasts so much longer when it's cold.
Yeah. I do know sometimes you will need to buy something though. Like if it is like, if you do want ice, they'll ask like, hey, like you should buy something, just buy a water. Like if you buy a water, and then just ask, hey, can you give me like a cup of ice?
True.
Then they'll do that too.
Mm-hmm.
I have one bartender related. If you go to the bar and you're balling on a budget, you ask the bartender if they could make your single shot taste like a double. And sometimes they will actually do it, but you have to be the type of person to tip. Like if they're going to do a double shot for you, you tip the bartender. And then you kind of save like $15.
Yeah, I'm going to actually back Brin up on that. It does work. It's a good psychology tip. I have used it before as well. But yeah, I would say like definitely just be obviously very friendly. I mean, you should be, you know, being friendly anyway to the bartender. But if you have a good like, what were you saying?
I have a trick as a bartender on how to do that without actually giving you more alcohol.
What? How to do what?
So if you pour alcohol straight into a cup, no ice, it's gonna taste a whole lot stronger than if ice is already in the cup and you pour alcohol onto the ice, because then you burn the ice at the same time, but then it looks like you're giving them more alcohol because it's melting the ice at the same time.
Maybe I've been tricked this whole time.
So you just put the alcohol before the ice.
They do a psychology trick to your
Maybe
psychology trick.
Yeah.
See, that's reverse psychology.
So
there.
if you were to say to me, hey, can you make this taste like a double, but let me pay for a single, I'm just gonna pour straight into the cup and put ice after.
You know what? I'm not
so
gonna lie.
funny.
I'm pretty sure, like in my memory, I've seen a couple bartenders do that before.
That's what they do. Because here's the thing, you guys don't see it, but there's someone watching them. If they try to give some away or whatever or do too much, you'll get let go real quick.
Damn.
What, for just putting a little bit more, like
Yeah,
It adds up.
filling the cup, filling the.
It
the,
adds
what,
up.
What do you call them? What are the little things called?
Oh, the jigger.
Yeah, the jigger. Yeah, you just fill it up. Just fill up a little bit higher to the brim.
some people do it, but I have seen the ice
Yeah.
thing before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I guess as long as you believe that it's more than
Yeah,
usual,
then you gotta get
there
more
you
drunk.
go. So
You're
all in
manifesting
the
your
head.
talks.
I have one that's kind of. It's not really like. I guess it's not really gate kept, but I will say buy a pashmina or bring a pashmina to the festival, because there are just so many uses to a pashmina. You can use it as like a seat cover. You can use it obviously when it gets cold, or you can use it to cover your head if you're going too hard.
If it's dusty.
If it's dusty, yeah, you can wrap it around your face, use it as a mask. There's just so many uses to it, and they're not that expensive, even at festivals where, you know, obviously everything is a little bit overpriced. Like, I think they're only like $20-$30. Don't quote me on that, but I would definitely recommend going and picking one up, especially when you have like a festival that like the weather is very like unpredictable. Like EDC, for example, has been in a couple of the years past like super hot during the day, but then it's super cold at night. So definitely bring a pashmina with you. They don't take up much room in your bag.
Extra tip about pashminas: know how to use it. And I mean this in the sense of like, if you put a pashmina around your neck, it's going to overheat you really, really fast. I learned this from experience not too long ago when I went to the Renaissance Fair. Myself and Daniel, actually. Pashmina around the neck thinking, oh yeah, it's fine. It's light. Dude, heat stroke like that.
Oh, dude, I was
You got heat stroke?
I was close to passing out like
soon as
two
took it
or
off,
three times.
Huh.
Yeah.
Ever been at a festival and it's freezing cold? All you got to do is put it around your neck and you're feeling like totally good. It for whatever reason, pashmina around the neck will warm you up really, really fast. And if you're in the cold temperature, that's great. But in a hot temperature, thinking, oh yeah, this is to cover, you're gonna warm up really fast.
Yeah, like I didn't even feel all too hot, but as soon as I took the pashmina off, like solved 99% of my problems.
Yeah, especially when they're made out of wool, because that's what warms you up. Because those are the high quality ones. Like they feel like silky and soft, and they're woven.
So you think about it, like
like
you breathing and everything,
They're
going
good,
through
high
that
quality.
warm area is probably like just keeping your entire internal temperature up.
There's two different types of pashminas. There's one where you print on there's like a screen print, and they have like one sided to them. Like some artist merch have it, and then like there's one side that's just plain black, and if you wash it, you put it in the dryer, it crunches up. The ones that don't crunch up when you put it in the dryer, those are the ones that are most likely made out of wool.
Yeah, I think the res one you got me a while back for my birthday, I think that one's like wool or something.
It's a good mix.
But I have ones that are like made of silk or like other lighter materials.
Like the ganja
too.
white night one, that one's a high quality pash. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And did you guys know pashmina is an actual like fabric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I did not know that.
It's from an animal.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not know that.
From a sheep? I think?
It's a type of sheep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
I found this out like 4 months ago.
There's a whole
Whoa.
documentary on pashminas.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's so
it doesn't
random.
have that many views, but it was really interesting just to like watch, because it's from like a third world country.
We should do we should do a whole dedicated episode to pashminas.
Yes! A whole segment.
The pashmina special.
But to circle back, what other tips you guys got?
Yeah.
Oh, porta potties. Always go to the back ones. The back ones, like people just don't think. They always like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom, and they just always somehow end up in the front. Go to the furthest ones.
Actually, to add on to that tip, just be aware of your surroundings. I know that sounds really simple and silly, but think about it. Everybody tends to go to the first thing they see, the first water fountain they see, the first bathroom they see, the first line they see. If you just keep your awareness open, you'll see that there's another way around the crowd, or there's porta potties always in the back corner, or even like water stations. There's always that first one as soon as you walk into a festival that's like overcrowded by like 100 million people, but then you just go like maybe, I don't know, 50 more feet, there's another one. Like
Yeah.
the number of times I've been able to get away from a crowd or quickly get whatever I need to get is because I'm aware that, okay, we just walked in, this one's packed, let's go to the furthest one.
Yep.
Now,
think-
this doesn't guarantee it. I'm not going to deny. Like, it might just be super packed everywhere, but I can promise you the first one you see is the most packed.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason why people don't do that either, they don't realize that there is more room to the back, because they see that crowd that's in the front and it looks very, very daunting. And they're like, oh, I don't want to go through that crowd. Or they assume it is probably just as packed back there as it is right here.
Yeah.
I mean, and speaking of crowds, I guess this isn't really a gate-kept tip. It's just something that people don't really do all that often. But if you are moving your way through a crowd, if you have like a group of people and you're moving through a crowd, instead of just like, like moving by and saying, excuse me, dance or fan your way through. Because I think I think it's a psychology thing. If people
100%.
see you coming, they will move back. They will move. They will move away.
If you're dancing, don't say excuse me to you because like you're a vibe. Also, like you could put like on your phone like excuse me if you don't want to say.
I've seen
that's
that.
a good one.
I've seen
Yeah.
that
That's
one.
a really good one.
And that one works really,
It
really
works well because I like it. I'm like, wait, that's cool.
But you still have to do the, the respectful like tap, touch.
Oh yeah,
Because like
of
just
course.
having it up or dancing and then like pushing your way through is still not okay.
Yeah.
You still got to have that respectful like little like.
Yeah.
That's why I really like the fanning, because the fanning is like you're giving someone else value so that they can like also kind of move out of your way. In a way, it's kind of like this unsaid exchange of like,
Or compliment
you know?
people while you're going through the crowd.
Yeah, you
You're
can compliment-
pretty. I like your outfit.
yeah,
your hat is cool.
all 300 people.
Yeah. You know what?
You're so
Everyone-
pretty. You're so handsome. You're so
everyone
pretty. You're so
needs a
handsome. I like your outfit.
compliment.
You're so pretty. You're so handsome. It's
I've
just like,
done
are you
that.
just saying this to everyone?
Everyone needs a
What-
compliment.
Could
okay?
you imagine you just say the same thing over? You're cute. 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 You're cute.
Yeah, exactly.
To the beat.
yeah.
No, I think all of these things work, and you can always just switch it up and do different things. But personally, I prefer the fan method because I don't think there's been a single person that was like, oh no, I don't want that, or like I'm not gonna move for you because
The
you like
fan?
fanning. Yeah, no, everyone always says, oh thank you, yeah, go ahead.
I've
So-
had people be upset
Really?
because they're cold.
Mm.
Oh.
I guess it depends.
Like
That makes
the
sense.
person's cold, and then it's usually their friends like, no, stop, because they're like literally freezing.
Oh, was it
Yeah.
like out in the open? I'm talking like in the crowd, like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess another one in terms of crowd, right? If you are moving through a crowd, don't go from like back that way. Always move to the side. Because I
Yeah.
feel like if you are in people's line of vision, then they'll move for you too. Instead of just like, it takes a lot more effort to look back like that than to look
Mhm.
to the side and be
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true. Let us know what your most gate-kept tips are, because we probably missed some stuff.
Yeah. Also,
So
how
let us
long has
know.
it been? We haven't done the intro yet.
Oh,
Has
shit.
anybody made bets
Yeah,
yet of how long
why-
it would
yeah,
take us to do
yeah,
the
getting a
intro?
little excited over
All
here,
right.
huh?
I know. I'm just
When-
like trying to
when-
get to a new topic. Sorry.
When do we start? Do we know? What's the timer say, Jay?
Oh,
12
shit.
minutes.
This
Damn
is
it.
not-
Let me also throw in there too for those gate kept tips. It doesn't necessarily need to be a gate kept tip, but like what are those tips that you know would help a lot, but like you just haven't told a lot of people.
Or people just don't do it in general.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, let us know. But with that said, like we said, welcome back to the I'm Peaking podcast. This is episode 67. I am one of your hosts, Devin, and who else do we have here?
I'm Mickie.
I'm Nand.
I'm Bryn.
I'm Daniel.
And we're going to talk a little bit about...
Your mom.
You know what's
Yeah,
crazy?
my mom, you know what? My mom's doing another competition.
Oh, yay.
Slay.
Wait, good
Competition
for
for
her. Bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding.
Or
Mom's
is it
a
bikini?
bodybuilder?
She did one competition like 3 years ago.
Dude, what the
She's
fuck?
doing the other one.
Dude, that's
Sorry if
dope.
I wasn't supposed to say anything, Mom.
Sorry, I brought it up.
Yeah, I actually will be missing one day of Hard Summer because her competition is on.
Yeah, it's
It's
fucking
on
sick.
today.
Go
Yeah.
Devin's mom.
Yay,
Yeah, hell yeah.
round of
Go Vicky.
applause.
Yeah.
Wait.
Vicky, yes.
Yeah, go Vicky.
You don't know your own mom's name? Come on, bro.
Damn.
I was like, I said it. I just questioned it.
Just kidding. But yeah, we wanted to talk a little bit about EDC, as by the time this airs, EDC will be like literally in a week.
That's
week and a half.
crazy.
That's crazy, bros. May.
Yeah, so
It's gonna be Sorry.
let's talk about some tips that we can give the people if it's your first EDC, or if you've been to EDC before and there's some stuff you didn't know about. What's some stuff that you guys can suggest to ravers out there who are attending EDC this year?
Embrace the chaos.
Get a
Like-
helicopter
Legitimately embrace the chaos.
to avoid the
That's
traffic.
actually not a tip I would give people.
to
like,
avoid
not
the
even
traffic. To avoid the traffic. If you're balling, and you want to avoid the traffic, you get a helicopter.
Yeah, if you can afford to drop $800.
But it's cheaper
on
if you have a group
then-
of 6. So you have a group of 6, it's like $500 to $400 each.
Yeah, let me
That's
just
still as
hop
much
in
as
my
an EDC
helicopter
ticket.
real quick.
Anyways, yeah, what are some tips for like the majority of people out there that are attending EDC normally?
Embrace the chaos
Embrace
because
the-
it will be an extremely chaotic event. I know it looks super cool via social media, via all advertising and everything, and it is. Don't get me wrong, it's fucking sick. But you also have to recognize there's like near 100,000 people, So you have to embrace that chaos, recognize getting from one stage to another stage is going to be like a 30-minute mission. And I don't mean, because like, it's really, really far. No, the speed of which you walk is slow because there's a lot of people. So just be careful with that, and keep an eye on your shit, as in like your phone, your wallet, your ID, all that stuff. Like there's a lot of people.
Yeah, on that note too, guys, please eat food.
Yes.
Oh my God,
Eat
absolutely.
food.
Yes.
Especially if you are going like on the earlier side. Well, actually, not even if you're going on the earlier side. Like if you're not popping into the venue until like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, then you need to make sure that you eat beforehand too, and eat a big meal. Like your first meal of the day should be your biggest meal, because that's going to set the precedence for the rest of the day. But you need to feel your body, especially if you're going to be going 5, 6, 7, 8 hours throughout the night.
Isn't it longer? It's from dusk to dawn, so it's basically
It's
12
like-
hours if you want to pull all 3 days.
I think they open like at 4 p.m. all the way to 5 a.m.
You have to think about the amount of cardio that you will be doing just by like walking and dancing and moving.
Oh yeah, you're definitely getting your steps in for sure.
Yeah.
Another tip that I have is prepare for any weather. You think just because it's in Vegas and you're in the middle of the desert, it's going to be hot. No. Desert winds is a whole nother territory where it's freezing. I remember EDC 2019.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, there's this
We
thing.
were not prepared.
There's this thing
Dude, I
called the
was
chill factor, where it's like
dying that year.
Same.
It could say it's a certain temperature, but then the wind
is what makes it
subtracts the temperature by like even more.
Yeah.
There was day 3 of EDC 2019. I wore sweats to EDC because I was not having it.
Yeah. Another thing I want to put out there too, actually to kind of go along with the food thing, because I know a complaint a lot of people give is, well, food is really expensive. We like to be responsible here, so like make sure you have like a budget allotted for the weekend. I mean, we all know EDC is expensive when you take all of the costs for your ticket and then your hotel stay, everything. But I would recommend that if you want to go in and you want to be able to take care of yourself, because I'm a huge advocate for still taking care of your body as much as you possibly can throughout the week. Just make sure you set aside a budget. Set aside a budget of a couple hundred to however much for food, for water, for comfort, whatever it is, right?
I'm actually gonna like hop into that thought process too. It's just like if you don't have enough money to also buy food and all the things to take care of yourself after the tickets and everything, maybe EDC is not the maybe you don't actually have the right kind of money to be able to go to EDC, because health, wellness comes first before everything else.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say like that's like totally fine too. Or
There's nothing
like,
wrong with that.
And I'm not saying like don't go if like you don't have a lot of money, but I am saying just be mindful of these things, because when you go into the week and you're not prepared at all,
You might have a miserable experience.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's gonna affect your experience a lot. So just be mindful of those things when you go in.
Yeah, also, like not eating, you will probably eventually get sick and have to sit down.
Yeah.
And like as the night goes on, it does get more crowded. So like just if you want to avoid the crowd, go earlier and be prepared for the crowd at night.
Yeah.
And honestly, like in terms of like food, like just know when to take breaks and allow yourself to have those breaks. If there's a set that you want to go see, there's a bajillion more sets throughout the week. So if you need that food and you feel yourself getting tired, listen to your body, because it's like there's a whole weekend of raving that you will be able to experience.
Especially if you are doing stuff. You need to make sure you are fueling your body. Do not, please, like seriously, do not like do stuff if you're not going to be eating at all. I mean, you should be eating, but I'm saying like you need to be like still giving your body sustenance.
Yeah. If you are doing stuff, allegedly, if you are doing stuff, time them. Time when you have that allotted slot to where you probably have an appetite. I'm speaking from friends of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's been 4 things, because I've camped twice. I've been a total of 3 times, and I've camped twice. There are 4 things that have always been on my grocery list that have always been very easy to eat and have kept me powered through until like my next meal.
Yeah.
And that has been Uncrustables, ramen, and beef jerky. And what was that 4th thing? Oh, water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Electrolytes. Drink electrolytes.
Yeah, electrolytes too. Yeah.
I would say too though, like if you can, even if you are camping, like try to find like clean whole foods to help get you through the week, because that will fuel your body. Like food is fuel, and what you put into your body is ultimately going to like play a part in like just like how you're able to party. And a tip for people who like want to party sober, because recently I kind of been practicing this, is putting in like clean foods in your body, and even like fuck it, like have an energy drink if you need it, but allowing yourself to like rest and filling your body with the right foods will help you get through the night.
Yeah.
And honestly, the music in itself feels like a drug. Like last weekend when I was at Starbase, and I just really just like went into the music and like fell into it. I felt like I was on drugs when I left, and I did not do anything besides drink espresso. And it's like, it's possible to rave EDC sober. So if you're going to do that, just, like know that it's possible. And
I'll be doing it this year.
period. I think I'm going to do it too this year.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Sober gang.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. I haven't done anything in 3 months.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of
you. Yeah.
Sorry, another thing that just came to mind. Shoe insoles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be doing a lot of
I heard you
walking.
say that to Jay. You're like, you feel the insoles? He's like, no, I didn't even feel them.
Yeah, be comfy, because also too, like when you're sober, it is easier to like feel the pain.
You feel all
You
the
feel the
muscle
pain.
pain. It really and your lower back. I'm telling you, shoe insoles, please.
Oh my God, you just made me you just triggered my PTSD of every time I wear my Docs with my like risers in them, because the risers are like made of rubber. And so when I start like walking on them frequently, they start to burn my like heel.
Yeah, it happens.
And like
yeah.
I will literally like look at the end of the night, and like part of my sock is like that part is way thinner, and I just have a fucking blister like right in the middle.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with my Docs, except it hits the ball of my feet. So it's not the heels, it's like right here. Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, I'm still in pain from Starbase because I was wearing my Docs like throughout the entire weekend.
Yeah, I wore my Docs too, but I didn't wear the risers, and it was a little better. So
Oh, put the festival map on your phone. Timestamps when you text people.
Pin
Yeah.
where you marked or you parked your
Oh,
car.
That part.
yeah. Pin where your car is.
Or put an air tag in your car.
Guys,
Yes.
the EDC parking lots are insane.
Yeah.
And trust me, by the end of the night, you want to know where your car is.
Yeah.
Please remember where to park your, where
You
to
do
park
not
your
want
car.
to walk the whole speedway like 2 times in a row just to find your car.
Yeah, who did that one year?
We did that one year. That was my fault for not paying the car. Yeah. I take full responsibility.
We were going
and,
at each other's necks back when
And
that
it was,
happened.
and it was like literally right there. And I remember Nan was like, "Is that it? Is that it?" And
I pointed out the car 6 times, and everyone kept saying, "That's not it.
Yeah.
That's not it." I'm telling you, every time, like, I'm pretty sure that's it, but I don't know why I listened to you guys. I just did, until finally we get up close to the car and like, can we just try unlocking it?
And it was like 8 a.m. by this time.
Oh yeah, bad memories. One more tip I want to give too. One last one is if you guys do end up at the festival and maybe it's cold, or maybe like you're missing something from your bag, they have like a whole section of EDC where you can go and buy like accessories. You can go and buy merch or whatever. And obviously along with getting the thing that it is that you need. So if it's too cold, you can get a sweatshirt or a pashmina or whatever. You can get sick merch as well. And so
it's in downtown EDC.
Yeah, it's in downtown EDC. And
no, sorry, another thing. Okay, go ahead.
yeah.
To add on to that, for you last minute shoppers, there's going to be a Lux Rave, I Heart Raves kind of event at the Luxor Hotel, where you can get your last minute shopping with a bunch of different outfits. And they're going to do meet and greets, which we will actually be attending, so you can come hang out with us because we're actually going to be there. And there's going to be a really fun little, get together moment. But again,
EDC.
for those last minute shoppers, because I know I haven't, gotten any of my clothes yet, to be perfectly honest with you.
You got 2 more weeks,
Yeah.
3 more weeks, right?
Yeah.
Oh
If
my
the girls need
God.
pasties, you want to get your hair braided, you want to get some glitter on your face, some glitter on your hair, boom, there you go.
Yeah, so it's a great place to go and pick up last minute outfits if you don't have everything planned out already. I know it's EDC week is a long week, so and a lot of people are scrambling to get stuff last minute. So if you don't already have that stuff, definitely pop by the Lux Rave store.
Yep.
We'll
It's
be
really
there.
nice.
Especially if it's Thursday at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Because
That's when we'll be there.
Come,
Come
visit us.
it'll be fun. It'll be
Let's
really fun.
party.
Pre-EDC.
That's
Hell
when I'm
yeah.
gonna get my last minute shopping in.
Yeah. You had
Yeah,
one
I
more
do the
tip
same
though,
thing.
Mickie, on downtown Las Vegas, downtown EDC.
Oh, honestly, don't stress about set times. Go explore. I feel like people stress about set times
yeah.
too much. There's a lot at EDC to see, and I feel like go see it.
I'm making it a goal this year to side quest
Yeah,
more
yeah.
because I've gone a number of times and there's still a bunch of things that I've actually never seen
Dude,
at
I'm
EDC.
with you. Yeah.
And every year I tell myself I don't need to go this year. I
Yeah,
really don't. I have other
yeah.
festivals I want to attend. I have other things I want to spend my money on. But then I realize, wait, I haven't seen this yet, or
Yeah,
this yet, or
dude.
this yet.
I am a huge advocate
Yeah.
for doing that because I did that last year with Grayson on
It's
day
so
2, and we literally
fun.
just walked around to like random stages. Like I went to Bionic Jungle, right? And like, dude, that stage is a fucking vibe.
I wanna
And
go
like,
check out
yeah,
EDC.
there's where?
I want to go check out EDC.
Yeah, do it. No,
EDC,
like there's so
yeah.
many cool things to like go and look at.
There's a
So-
dating show.
Yeah.
People get married at EDC. You can watch a wedding.
Mhm,
What else is there?
Yeah, we had friends get married last year.
Yeah.
I say it every year that I want to like marry people, like get married people, but getting a marriage license for Vegas is actually really hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Also, follow your ears with the music. If you feel like the lineup isn't really your taste, just like follow the music, and maybe you'll find something that you like.
Yeah, I've counted this on average. How many EDC artists? How many artists are playing EDC? It's well over 200, right?
It's
I
a
believe.
lot.
On average, a night you are probably seeing maybe 10 plus.
That doesn't
Just because
count-
accounting for like walking to
or the carts.
or the carts,
stage
you're
carts.
probably
Yeah.
on like per night you're probably seeing like 10 artists. You're not going to be able to see everybody, but being able to like walk around and like explore is going to give you that chance to go and see things that you haven't seen yet, go and see artists that you again haven't seen. So
Yeah. Have your you can have your non-negotiables and everything, but I definitely recommend going and checking out either artists you haven't seen already or just going and exploring in general.
yeah, if you are going, or if you're going to another festival within the next, within this year, and that artist is playing at that festival, go and see someone else.
Mm-hmm.
You have another chance to go and see that artist, but maybe not the other one that you want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
How many EDCs have you guys been to? Just curious.
Vegas?
Yeah.
This will be my 4th.
Whoa, no way. Not
Mhm.
more?
Mm-mm.
This will be my 6th.
October 2022.
Oh, you're new.
No,
to
you went to
EDC.
2021.
Yeah. In
Oh, sorry,
October.
2021. Sorry, October 2021.
21,
May
22.
2022.
23.
May 2023. Oh, well, this is my 5th.
This is
Wait,
it's
wait, no way.
It's your 5th. It's your 5th.
This is
No.
this is my 6th. This is my 6th.
This would be my 6th because I went to 2019.
I
That
can
was
see
my
Mickie
first
just
one.
counting.
And then
No
I've gone to every single one
way.
with you after
This
that.
is my 6th.
This is my
Yeah,
6th.
wait, this is my 6th
Wow.
EDC.
Whoa.
No, Nand, we went 2022.
Yes, and we also went 2021.
No.
Did I go
October
2021?
in 2021.
I
I don't think it was.
2018.
Yes,
I don't
we
think it
did.
was. No,
Yes,
it
Can
wasn't.
we
did.
argue about this off
No,
camera?
you know why-
Can you guys
you know how
figure
I
it
know it
out?
wasn't?
Just look through your guys'
It is
camera
the same
rolls.
year I started doing content, and
How
I had the
about
big
you?
ass flag, and we went with a group of
3.
people. We went Jesse and Dustin in 2021.
My first one was in 2017.
Mine was in
I was kidding.
2018. Were you there in 2018 as well?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, in 2017, I only did one day because I was still.
We definitely went to
Drunk
2021.
as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I'm honestly getting like tired thinking about it because EDC is such a different beast
Oh,
than
it's a
every
whole
It's a
ballgame.
monstrosity
That is
of a
insane.
festival. Yeah.
Wow, just blew my mind.
I'm taking my little brother for the first time, so I'm really excited.
Oh, yeah. I feel like
Yay.
you're always introducing someone new to the rave scene, girl.
No, literally.
I love that.
I love being a rave mom. How was Starbase for you guys?
Starbase? What's Starbase?
Starbase was Slander's festival that was held in Lake Paris. It was a festival where there was no time conflicts.
Oh, that. Yeah. Dude, no, it was sick.
As you wear the jacket.
Hey, Hey, remember, we've talked about this. Not everybody knows what Starbase is who's watching.
Yeah, it was
know
the
what it
first
is.
year. It was
So,
good for a first
At
year.
the time of this recording,
hate
which
when you say
it is very end of April, we just got back from Starbase over the weekend, which is Slander's music festival.
The
that we
icons,
did.
the legends,
Yeah,
and
it's
slander.
Still very much recovering.
It was a camping festival, 2 days, music from 11 a.m. to 7 a.m., which was crazy. We should definitely talk about it. Let's talk about what our experience was like.
How we start? Like, because there's multiple experiences that happened. Like myself and Daniel, we camped.
Yeah.
You guys didn't.
All right. I say
yeah.
we go down the line, rate it from 1 to 10, and then talk about your favorite thing, and then one thing that you could possibly tweak. Devin, go.
From 1 to 10.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
give it an 8.
That's
Solid.
pretty good.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give it an 8, maybe high 7, like 7.8 or something like
Cool.
that.
What'd you like about it?
So what I liked about the festival is I really liked the venue. I really
So
liked
pretty.
the lake venue, the stage setup. I actually found super interesting, with the one stage by the water and then the one main stage. I didn't get a chance to visit the other stage really, but I did like the venue quite a bit. I thought that the like layout and like the way everything kind of was structured felt like there was a lot of space, which I think was really good, because one of the things that at least I value when I go to festivals is just having space to move around.
Oh, yeah.
Or dance or do whatever, and not being like sardined everywhere you go, like freaking Hard Summer 2023 or whatever. I think it
Oh
was
my God,
2023.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I really liked those things. Some things I didn't like about the festival were probably the like weather being so like bipolar. I know that's not really something the festival can fix, but like it was one of those things where I went into the weekend. I thought it was going to be kind of cold, or actually, sorry, no, I thought it was going to be like nice weather, right? But the weather was very like, it was either super hot, like the sun was out, or the sun went behind the clouds, and then it got super cold. And it was like that all day. It was just going like back and forth between the two. And because of that, I got super sunburned. I don't know if you can see this.
You're so
He's
burned.
splashing.
Holy
You're
shit!
so
dude.
burned.
It's actually
my burn's gone, bro.
yeah.
Aloe
Well, it's
vera.
going away. It's going away.
vera.
It's not as bad as it
If
was.
if I smack it, will it hurt?
Aloe vera.
Huh?
If I smack your sunburn, will
He's
it
like
hurt?
trying to do it on himself.
No, not really.
No.
Insert picture here of when his sunburn was at its worst.
Yeah, Robert, just here, Robert. I'll send you a
photo.
screenshot. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it got pretty bad, and then obviously when the sun was not out, it was cold, and on the second day, it actually rained. So
Twice.
So the weather was all over the place. Yeah, Jay manifested.
I will say though, that rain on the second day created a triple rainbow, and
I
that
saw
third
that.
rainbow,
Yeah.
rainbow had like refractions underneath it.
I didn't
so
even
it was,
see
yeah,
the
it was
third
cool.
Yeah,
one.
it
so
was so
sick.
pretty, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy that
Yeah.
Slander's production went all the way into creating a rainbow.
Yeah,
Fire.
that was
Yeah.
planned for sure.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
dubstep brought the rain.
Yeah.
And the bow. Sorry, never mind.
I could like in the rain, girl.
How about you? What was your rating?
I think I would rate it a 7.8
Wow.
for its first year. I loved how intimate it was. I think I vibe with intimate festivals more, because like if you lose your friends, you can easily find them. It's pretty much simple. The food there,
Oh
the
yeah.
food options,
Pretty good.
amazing. I love how there was also a coffee place where you get your coffee. There was also boba. I had lots of boba that weekend.
I would give it like a 7.5 to 7.8 also. Like, let me be clear though. Music, 10 out of 10.
Oh,
Easily. Music,
amazing
10 out of
lineup.
10. Experience,
Production?
10 out of 10. Production, 10 out of 10. The reason I give it some negative is because of like, so I actually got to go camp. I think, and this isn't on them. This might just be a venue thing. The spacing for camp was really, really like wide, which is awesome because you have space. But then I just felt it was a little dangerous walking to and from camp sometimes because the lighting wasn't quite there. And like, let's be real, if somebody's fucked up trying to find their tent, it could be a little dangerous. I'm all about safety, so that's why I give it a little bit like at -0.5 right
Makes
there.
sense.
And then I wish they had utilized the beach stage more, and maybe that's just because I didn't go to the afters to go see it. So maybe I just didn't see it. So that could just be my own personal experience there. But it did feel like mini circuit grounds was the main stage, and that's where everything was. And I feel like they could have like utilized the other stage a little bit more to
I agree.
make it more of a full experience. And as cool as the art installations were, again, I feel like could have been utilized more. This was not a festival you could really side quest at. There was not much to side quest to see or do. And again, keep in mind, first year, there's only so much they can do. So I'm not going to be like, hey, it's terrible. It was still an amazing experience. It was super intimate. And overall experience was still 10 out of 10, but 7.5 if I were to be like real review, real critique about like things like safety, enjoyment, usage of the field and the crowd.
I also feel like there could have been more decorations.
I was gonna say, you guys got a chance to check out the Smuggler's Den, right?
That was really cool.
Okay, it was cool. I didn't get a chance really. I mean,
It was like a
I didn't camp,
speakeasy.
so. Oh, nice. Okay.
The Smuggler's Den was not in the camp zone.
Yeah, no, I know it was in the festival, but I'm saying you guys actually got a chance to like go in there when it was active. I only saw it when we were there, like
Opening,
shooting stuff.
It was open
for
throughout the
them.
entire time.
No, I know, but
You
then
just didn't go in.
No, but when I went in on the second day and it was raining, Mashbit and I went to the Smuggler's Den because we were like, oh, let's go take cover, and it was closed. Like it wasn't
interesting.
even open. So I was like, oh, okay, well I guess we can't go in there.
They kept opening it and closing it. I did see that.
And that was at like 2 p.m.
Yeah.
That was at like 2 p.m. So I was like, oh, well, what?
Well,
I
it's 2 p.m. is really early. I think they mostly had open at night.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, it was a trading post, and it was a nice little hangout area. It was really cool. It gave like Dune Burning Man vibes.
Yeah, no, it looked really cool. That's why I was a little disappointed that it wasn't open when we went there. Granted, we were just going there to take cover from the rain. But,
yeah, it was a little speakeasy. It was really cool. Other than that, I would say very, very cool. Very wish they had more fireworks, but that's just me.
Oh, sorry.
Drones were sick as fuck though.
One more thing. I also like how like you could see your favorite artists just walking around the festival. Because like a lot of them are doing meetups and meet and greets during the festival.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That was happening a lot.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, so like if you go to Starbase, you just see your favorite DJs walking around the festival, just chilling and having fun.
Yeah.
I saw company at VIP, so yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah. Nightmare Tyler was walking around too. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a 9. I think I am biased because Slander holds a very special place in my heart. And I'm just being there. I was just really happy to be there. And I didn't experience the rain because I was driving to the festival.
Oh yeah,
and
you got there late, right?
I got there
Day
late.
two.
I was there for about like 5 hours each night. And that's probably why my rating is so high, because like I literally like was just there for the 5 hours both days. So but I honestly, it's interesting that you said there is not really a festival to side quest, because I didn't really think about that until you just said it. And I feel like having like options to side quests can help an experience if you are there for a long time. Although I didn't experience the camp, and I know the camp had a lot of cool shit going on. I kind of wish that I did, because there was like yoga going on. But overall, the intimate vibe was really dope. The music, they mentioned back-to-back Slander. I swear
that was
Oh
a great.
God,
That was a great
so
set.
good.
Oh my
That was
god!
so good.
Literally, I was like on the freeway. I thought it started later. I thought it started at 5, not at 4. So when I was driving, I wasn't really like, I was driving fast, but I wasn't like driving fast, especially because it rained. And then I got there and I hear drum and bass. I'm like, don't tell me that's Dimension. There's no way. And then I see it's Dimension. I book it. I like run and I just like make my way to the front, and like I make myself a little circle and I just like start like dancing. And it was like the best set ever. It is exactly like what I needed. And I think having that, and also the people were really nice. Like,
Oh my god,
everyone
yeah.
there
So much plur.
were there for the
So
music.
much plur.
And
Yeah,
that's why
vibes
my
were-
rating is high.
Vibes were 12 out of 10.
Amazing.
The vibes were
Immaculate.
immaculate. Everyone was sweet. I didn't have any bad experience. And even if I did, it's not even on the festival. There was actually one dude who like tried to like just like dance with me like at Dimension, and I was like, go away. Like I was like, go away. But like that's not the festival's fault. But yeah, but
They planted him.
festival plan. But like overall, I think Slander, you know, like it'd be like dubstep, melodic dubstep. The crowd that they bring in are very respectful and plurant for the culture, and for that, I think it created a really great experience.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should do 3 days next year.
Yeah, that'd be kind of dope. That'd be dope.
3
And,
days would be pretty solid.
bigger.
I will say this, inside news, they're already planning for next year. I mean, you could probably assume
Good.
that, but yeah.
Yeah.
They're
So
already
anyone
planning
that
for
went to
next year.
Starbase, same time next year. Same time next year. Yeah.
Mm.
I would give Starbase same rating as Brin, 9 out of 10. And I'm not one to critique the stuff that they can't take control of. So like, I mean, like the rain wise, obviously it wasn't raining hard, you know,
No, it
and then
wasn't.
it honestly didn't skew the experience all too much. I think the layout of the fest was amazing production. Slander killed it. I think with the whole like side questing thing, if you wanted to go in side quest, you had a lot more options to do that if you did camp. I think that camping was is definitely something that you should do if you do end up going to Starbase, because that's where Lake Paris is. Driving in and out of that, I don't know how it was for you guys, but
Oh,
It was actually
easy.
it was easy.
Super easy.
Was it
Super
easy?
easy.
I am always one to go and say, like, if you have the chance to go and camp, because now you can just set ground there and
Mhm.
you're fine. You don't have to leave.
Yeah, it was actually
Yeah,
really easy to go in and out.
Granted, we left a lot earlier than like,
Yeah, we did leave
the
earlier.
main
That,
crowd,
that's
so.
true. Parking was great.
Your
Parking was
it
great,
was
but
like
we
a-
also got there early.
Early. If you
Yeah.
get there early,
Can't
you only
speak-
walk 5
Well,
minutes to the
okay.
venue.
I got there late on the second day, and there was a little bit of a line. But you know, it was like 5-10 minutes maybe.
Yeah, that was
if I
pretty
was
good.
counting.
I know,
It's not
Like I know they didn't reach 100% capacity, you know, and at the end of the day, maximum 10,000 people were
Yeah,
allowed
I
to be
think
there.
there should always be that cap.
Yeah. I know it's again their first year, so there was like, you know, like just minor tweaks that could take it up to, you know, up to the level of, you know, like Best Fest. But I know when leaving, like right after like the headliners were done, everyone trying to get back into camp, it was kind of a shit show. You had everyone rushing into trying to get out and back into camp, but they had to scan your QR codes, your you know, your tickets, so that you can get let back into camp. Other than that, though, this was probably like one of my favorite
Yeah,
fests that I've done
100%.
within the past few
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
It was
And
one of my favorites.
Just knowing that this is the first year and that it can only get better from here, like
Pretty good for a first year.
yeah, props to y'all.
Good job, Slander.
Can we
yeah.
give a round of
Round
I'm gonna be
applause?
honest, so for real, I've been to a lot of festivals, and I know this year I went to Thunderdome, and that like went straight to the top. This one's like right next to it. Like it's not there yet, but it's like right next to it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
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 Yeah, and I think Slender and their team has done a lot for the community music-wise, and just them now having a festival is pretty iconic.
Yeah.
So I know this is definitely just going to
They
grow.
brought so many goats on their lineup.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god, I
yeah.
can't
Good
even.
shit, guys.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Good
God.
shit.
Yeah. Can we talk about some of those guests?
Oh,
Ty Dolla $ign,
dude.
San Holo.
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the
Dude, I
pulling San Holo onto the stage.
was there.
They pulled him up and did a back to back. Had
Oh,
like a
shit.
wholesome rhythm moment. That was
Hell
sick.
yeah. Yeah, I know Halion.
Halion sang
sang
one
one
day.
day. Yeah.
Queen.
Yeah, no, it was fire. I remember hearing Ty Dolla because I was in the back of the crowd, and they were like, "Give it up for Ty Dolla $ign," and I was like, "Did I hear that correctly? Is Ty Dolla $ign here?"
Dude, Ty Dolla $ign's on
My-
his Shaq
Dude,
side
my
quest.
question-
That's so
He was
fire.
on
My
Friendship,
question
wasn't he?
is why is not that I'm saying it's a bad thing, but like why are all these rappers suddenly going into EDM like so
they-
often now?
'cause
Because they
realize-
realize EDM's the goat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I think is actually a perfect transition into talking a little bit about Coachella.
Oh,
which,
yeah.
by the
Oh.
way, yeah, like
Wasn't it
there
like
was
35%?
yeah, there was like a poll that went out that was like 35. I can't. Don't quote me on the number,
Yeah.
but it was like something like 35%. The majority,
Yeah.
right, was of people were there to see EDM acts,
And there were
then it
more
went-
EDM acts that played.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
35%. All the other genres were split up, and each genre was split up to be less than 35% each.
yeah. And
It's crazy.
I mean, I didn't go this year, but I did see videos from the Do Lab, and dude, I have never seen the Do
Yeah.
Lab that packed.
It was
before.
packed
At
I
all
don't
times.
I don't like where they moved it though. I feel like I think it's a Sahara tent. That's where Dulab is used to be, right? 'Cause you
No,
were there.
this is the exact same place.
no,
as-
no,
about, like,
no,
right
they,
next
no,
to it?
they moved Dulab. They
did they?
Yeah, they moved the Dulab stage.
I haven't been in a few
Yeah.
years.
Was it on? Was it where was it when you walk into the festival?
So,
So-
it was now on the right hand side.
It's always been on the right.
Yeah,
no,
that's
no,
what I
no,
thought.
no. It was.
So
They moved
Sahara,
it.
Sahara is still in the exact same spot it's always been, right next to the hill.
Yeah.
So when you are at the Sahara and the big hill behind it, you walk maybe like, I don't know, 100 feet this
And
way.
that's where Dulab
is right here.
usually
No, but
is.
Dulab used to be on the left-hand side.
No, it didn't.
Yes, look it up. Look it up. They moved Dulab. They
Brent, I
literally
went 5
announced
years
it.
in a. Brent, I
Look-
went
they
I
look
think
it
4
up.
years in a row.
I
Look
think
it
you
up.
guys should put money on it.
Look it up. I will put $1,000 on it.
Do it right now.
They moved
Do it right now.
Dulab.
Do it right now.
She got money.
They moved Dulab
From which year?
from last year.
From last year.
From last year to
I don't
this
know what
year.
the lineup was. I don't know what the layout was last year because I didn't go.
This is the first year that they moved Dulab because I work with them. They were talking about it.
Where is Dulab?
I think as Devin looks this up, I think the reason why people are gravitating towards EDM so much is it's literally made to dance.
Mhm.
You know, it is electronic dance music.
Yeah,
Devin, look up the Coachella map for this year and last year.
That's
That'll
what
be the easiest
that's what
way.
I'm trying to do.
I've also heard from people and seen on social media that a lot of, especially now Gen Z, are gravitating towards festivals and raves because they also believe that the clubbing culture is dead. Therefore, knowing that they can't really, dance and have fun at clubs, now they're all going to festival and raves. So I feel like that's why EDM's becoming a thing, even bigger now.
Yeah,
I believe it.
Yeah, there's Side Piece was at Stagecoach.
I saw that.
The,
Yeah.
the country festival, they had EDM there as well. It's like EDM is just kind of like making its way into every multi-genre festival, which is freaking dope.
Yeah. Pretty sick.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay, so the Dulab was a little closer this time.
No, they switched stages. They switched.
Okay, yeah. So the Dulab used to be here on the end, and then
Yeah.
now they moved it closer.
Yeah, it used to be in a pocket. It used to be in a pocket. So
Yeah, because it used to be like right.
Hey, she
Yeah,
did.
but it's
put-
always been on the. It's always so. When you said left side, I thought you meant like, oh, they
On
put it on the
that
left
side.
side of
Left
the
side of the
venue.
entire venue.
Yeah, no, I'm saying what
It's
I'm
still next to Sahara.
Yeah, it's always been on the right side of the venue. It's
Yeah.
just you're talking about like how close to the main entrance. Okay, I see what
It's
you mean.
also
now.
because Quasar is like right there. And I think Quasar was supposed to be like a EDM stage. I never went. I'm going to be
Oh,
honest with
yeah,
you.
they moved
I never
that.
went to Quasar even once.
Yeah.
But I know that there was a bunch of EDM acts there.
yeah, Deadmau5 played. So Quasar's new home is actually perfect. It's a beautiful setup. That's where Deadmau5, I think, played with Zook and Melody. Dude, I was there for the set and I left early, but they got so drunk. Have you guys seen the videos?
Yeah, I saw the
It's
videos. He
so
apologized.
funny.
Yeah.
They had to cut it short.
It's so funny. I think the way he played it off was great. I mean, like,
Do you guys follow DMZ News?
No.
no.
You don't?
No.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Bro,
Yeah.
so DMZ News is like he's like a parody like news channel. I posted in our group chat.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh,
I'm
I
talking to them. So
I didn't look at it.
So
But you're looking
he, of
at
course, he
him.
didn't. So he like he does like parody news where he like over exaggerates like headlines on everything. You know what I mean? And he did a one on Deadmau5, and then Deadmau5 messaged him and was like trying to correct him, and DMZ News was just like, yeah, I don't know. He's like, I don't know. I just we just put like crazy headlines out there, and he's like, yeah, I know, like. I know that's what you guys do, and he's just like, yeah, but you're the GOAT, buddy. Like you're the guy, and he uses the like emoji exclamation points too, like over the top, right? Like he's always in character. And Deadmau5 is like, bro, fucking speak English. I don't speak millennial, right? And
The
and he just
tagline.
keeps responding in the same way, and then
he's just
Deadmau5
fucking
just
with
stops
the-
responding, and then he like he did a post about it, and you could see in the post like on one of the slides, it's like Deadmau5 not following DMC News, and he's like, dude, it's so funny.
The
bro.
tagline that was on there is guy fucking parties harder than 90% of everyone at Coachella and is politely asked to cut his performance short because he's just a little bit too fucked up. Is he the GOAT for this?
Yeah, dude.
They were so fucked up. In the videos of them like on stage, there's a compilation. Like he takes off his mask, puts a shot, he puts his mask back on, and it slaps like on his
I
entire.
saw that.
It's so funny. I mean, like. I understand though if people are mad because like they pay money and like they want to go see him, but then it's like, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, was it a good set? People were saying it was still a good set.
It was a great set.
Yeah.
It was a great. They did not fuck up the set at all. They were just fucking.
I think they just couldn't
drunk.
continue.
They didn't fuck
Yeah.
up the set.
Yeah,
they
but
just
apparently-
fucked up themselves.
But apparently they couldn't continue. At least I don't know. This is according to Deadmau5. Apparently they couldn't continue because they were literally at time
No.
limit.
Oh.
That's what he was saying to DMZ
Oh.
News. He was saying he's like, yeah, don't say that they kicked us off because we were too drunk. Like it was literally because it was at the time limit.
Yeah, I
Whatever.
think people are just making rumors, to be honest, because in the video, you don't even see them getting kicked off. I left before the set ended, but when I watched the video, I was like, "Where did they kick them off?" All I know is that the
guy
cut the
was
music.
just saying
they cut the
we
music.
got to cut it, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like, hey, yo, you guys are too fucked up, get off.
Yeah,
of here.
it's because they wanted to keep going.
Yeah,
they wanted to keep partying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I think that's where there's like a miscommunication and why like the game of telephone is starting to like show.
Oh,
that
I just liked how he ended. He's like, oh, okay, that's it. And then he just regular.
Is Deadmau5 the GOAT for this? Find out next time. Yeah, shout out DMZ News, by the way. Definitely go and check out their page.
Speaking of other festivals.
Wait. I have a good segue for this.
I also
have a good segue for this. Ready? Coachella had the highest amount of EDM artist play, but you know who had a 0% of artist play? Fyre Fest 2.0. Fyre Fest 2 canceled? Question mark, exclamation point.
I mean, did we even...
Here's the list of
Did we
things
even question?
Here's a list of things that I've now heard.
We did.
First, it's canceled. Then it's going to become a streaming website instead. Then now it's up for public purchase in investments or whatever the fuck.
What?
And then I forget the last one. Now it might be in Asia instead.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong. I heard that like they won't even give people refunds. So if you bought a ticket, sucks to suck.
Hey,
Is
No
Billy
way.
McFarland going to jail again?
No
They
way.
said this though. Remember we talked
They
about
warned
this.
us.
They're like,
warned
oh,
you.
it's a risk.
You're taking
A
this
risk.
risk.
Wait, so no refunds?
I think so.
Yeah, I
Just
think
like last time.
I read some of the comments on this, and people were like, "Wow, I feel sorry for 0 of the people who
Yeah.
want to
Yeah,
expect
that's so
refunds
true.
from
Yeah,
this."
Y'all
so
knew.
true.
All zero.
I wonder who bought the premium package. Remember the
Apparently no one did.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
Damn, I know. I
I
was like,
kind of wanted someone to do it. Sorry.
Honestly, let's be real. If someone did, they'd probably actually have the festival then.
that's
Let's be
true.
real.
That's true.
They were waiting for that one person.
Yeah. To pay for all of it, pretty much.
So what is the Fyre streaming service going to be streaming?
I have no idea.
Music?
It was
Is it
another headli-
streaming service?
Yeah, it was another headliner I saw.
It's
Just
literally
fire.
just fire.
Oh, it's a Yule log.
It's just
Let me look this up real fast.
That's
just
so.
an image of a fire, like
It's just
a
going-
campfire.
It's getting a little bit of crackles.
No, but you have to
Not
pay
even
to
music.
watch.
Pay to watch fake fire.
No, but you won't even know it's fake fire. You're gonna be like, oh, you have to pay in order to watch the live stream, and then it's just freaking fire.
The greatest party that never happened.
Yeah, no, I think
There
that's
it is.
great.
Deadline. Fyre Festival to be turned into music streaming service with IP deal
What?
as of April 21st, 2025.
April 20. Oh, okay. I thought it was April.
Sean
1st.
Reck has acquired the trademarks behind the infamous music festival to launch a streaming service.
I'm curious to see what happens to Billy McFarland.
So what's gonna happen with the people's money who bought tickets? Just
Tough luck.
Just
I
fucking
guess.
gone. Damn.
You knew what you were getting yourselves into.
I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta cut back to like the prior episode and just be like, like us being like, hey, like Billy McFarland, prove us wrong. Yeah, you didn't.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
That really does suck for like all the optimists out there though that were like, yeah, we really want to like we really want to see this happen. Like, they actually like there were probably people who actually believed like, oh yeah, like hey, like you didn't make it happen the first time. Like, I believe like this can happen the second time. Sucks for them, man.
Hey,
Sucks for them.
third time's the charm. Billy McFarland, Fyre Fest 3. Probably not. No, I don't think so. No,
Live from jail?
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, are we surprised? Not
No.
really.
No.
And if they come out with any streaming service, any product, really, I mean, I
Don't-
personally will
don't-
not
don't
be
purchase.
investing my money
$3.99.
into it. So
Oh, that's
What?
not bad.
It's $3.99 a month.
Spotify is fucking $11.99.
like $3
$3.99.
Okay. I thought it was
Wow.
$399. I
But
was
a
like,
You know
month,
what? Yeah,
are you in
but
a contract? Are you locked in a contract?
I don't
You don't
know.
know. You sir.
Just know it's $3.99.
Hey, Spotify is
how they get ya.
$11.99. Fyre $3.99.
yeah, it'll probably be on there. It'll be like,
It's all
oh, the
bootlegs.
decimal point was in the wrong
It's all
place.
rips.
So
I
it
ain't
was
gonna lie,
actually
though, that's kinda-
$399
Oh,
a
no,
If
month.
you think about it though, like if someone does buy the IP for that and everyone's eyes are already on Fyre, like the Fyre, let's call it Fyre.com or whatever the fuck, like that could be a working streaming service if you could actually make that happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust my credit card information with them, to be
No.
honest.
No, fuck that.
Yeah,
But that's
I
easy.
wouldn't.
That's easy. Go get a gift card for like a $50 gift card and
Yeah.
then put that on there for $3.99.
Yeah.
The name Fyre with FYRE is now cursed for like all of eternity.
Yeah.
Wasn't that it used to be a store in Las Vegas, the Fry, it's like an electronic store.
That's Fries.
No, that's
Fry-
Fries
oh.
Electronics.
I want to touch base on this again, but do you guys think that club culture is dead?
You know what? I was gonna say yes,
I mean, I haven't been to a club in like a year.
and that is precisely
year and a
why.
half.
Would
That's
Academy
precisely
count?
why I was gonna.
No, like actual clubs.
Oh, like Bootsy Bello, Zouk nightclub type shit.
Although I am going to
no,
Academy.
I would say a club that doesn't specifically play EDM.
Yeah, so like Bootsy Bello.
I would say like Rewind. If you guys know where Rewind is in.
I haven't been one of those in a long time.
So I went there like a few months ago. Yeah, it's not the vibe anymore.
I will let you guys know.
But
I'm
was
going
it
to see.
packed?
It was packed, but I don't know. Like, this is for my own personal experience. The clubbing environment isn't how it was back then. I just feel like it got worse.
So then that kind of answers my thought process of like, is it actually dead or is it just not your vibe anymore?
Yeah, I'm going to see Mashbit on, I believe it's the 10th. He's playing at Academy. So we'll see what the.
So I
the
think
turnout
in
and
terms
vibes
of
are.
like club environment for non-EDM, it is dying because I actually went to Zouk a couple weeks ago, and my friend, he's a promoter for LA, and he is starting to ask me to like go out and like, you know, the promoters basically, they do like dinners, the girls get free dinner, but they have to go to the club after, and it's like they're like fishing for girls right now.
Yeah.
It's like it's hard to even get the girls, and when I went into Zouk, it was like empty. And mind you, it is a new nightclub in LA. They just opened it up. They expanded to LA, but it's like it was from what I remember, what it used to be. Because I used to like be like, you know, the whole like club girl back in 2018, and it used to be packed. It used to be hard to get in. The lines used to be long. They used to be really exclusive on who they let in.
Did you say 2018?
Yeah. Or sorry, 2021. Sorry,
like you're
sorry,
17,
yeah,
18.
sorry, 2021. Sorry, 2021.
You didn't start clubbing when you were 18?
Hell no.
I did.
I didn't.
No, I was 21. I was
Yeah,
21.
Arena was the shit.
Arena, thank you. Rest in peace, Arena.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. You said when I turned 21?
No, I started clubbing when I was 18.
Because
there's-
there were
fake
some.
ID?
Yeah, there were some clubs
On
that allowed you. Yeah.
on Thursdays, those were like 18
Oh,
clubs.
yeah,
Oh
and-
yeah, I did go to some of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arena
I
SF
went
was
to a
crazy
couple.
one.
There was a basement in San Diego that was a 18 and up one, but I went like one time and it was.
Did you guys ever do like Hyde nightclub, the day Playhouse part, like the main ones in LA? So like those
Didn't
used to
move
be.
till
There's
LA till
Terracotta.
22.
Oh.
Do you know a Terracotta?
Hate terracotta.
Yeah, terracotta is kind of iffy too. I think it depends. I think it depends on the club.
Yeah,
honestly.
but they are emptying out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but club culture in general has changed so much. It used to be like, you know, you go and you do exactly what you would do at in like an event that we go to, a rave, where it's you go and you mingle and you talk and you dance with people. And now it just seems like people go into the corners with their drinks and just
Or on
kind
their
of-
phones.
or on their phones
Yeah.
and go and either try to get girls or just sit there and get drunk.
There's no
Yeah.
dance floor either. And,
Not really.
And something to add. So my friend Courtney, she was actually on America's Next Top Model. So she was in the modeling world. And that's when club culture was big, right? But at this time, A-listers used to go to the clubs because there was no cell phones. So no one would be able to record them at the club partying, drinking. She told me that now, because social media is different, the A-list celebrities, B-list, they stopped going out to the clubs. They stopped buying tables because they've now just, after COVID, they just rather have their parties at their own house.
I actually
Yeah.
saw a TikTok about this like a long time ago, like about how going out, not just club culture, but going out culture has like kind of died out because the cost of going out is, first of all, stupid expensive.
Yeah.
And then secondly, the whole reason people went clubbing in the first place was like, I want to go out to let loose, to relax, to like hang out with my friends,
Yeah.
to be stupid.
Especially after the pandemic and everything, you know?
But
Yeah.
now everyone is recording, taking videos. There's nowhere safe to just be stupid and express yourself. And I think that's why a lot of people have been turning to festivals.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of people are still recording things at festivals, but in a very, very thick crowd, big crowd, it's a lot harder to get caught. Because like, think about it. Like, I'm going to be so for real. Once upon a time, I could get fucked up with my friends and it wouldn't be a problem. But then we went to a club and people were trying to talk to me and taking pictures of me as I'm throwing up in a trash can. That kind of sucks.
I was one of them.
Taking a picture. Oh, yeah, you were.
It's for the scrapbooks.
I was also taking care of him though. Okay,
But no, that's the thing. It's like
That's a clip right
it
there.
kind of sucks that like I can't let loose the way I used to be able to because there's someone who might have a camera. And fortunately, I'm in a career choice where maybe getting caught drunk is not a big issue. But there are definitely like fields of career choices. Like let's just use being a doctor. If you had pictures of your doctor fucked up on the dance floor, people start questioning whether or not you can be my doctor.
Yeah, but you know what? It might be though, and that's just like the sucky part. Like despite us being like in the industry, it still gives a look. You know, like if it is caught on camera, which does suck. So that's why I feel like a lot of people do just stray away from going out in general.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was having this conversation with one of my friends, and he was like, because him and we would go to the clubs like all the time, and we obviously go raving together now, and he's just like, yeah, dude, like we don't even go to the clubs anymore. Club culture is dead. And I was like, fuck, yeah, it's kind of crazy how, but now with this generation, they're going towards festivals now.
Yeah, wasn't there like a was it like an article or something that in London
in the
or,
UK or something?
Yeah, in the UK even, which
Yeah.
by the way is, I mean, you know, we just had Ben Nicky on not too long ago.
Yeah.
And, you know, club culture over there is supposed to be a lot bigger than it is over here because they
Yeah.
don't really have like curfews that they worry about necessarily. But even over there, you know, we're hearing it's struggling.
Yeah,
That's
James
interesting.
Hype was playing free shows because like he grew up in the area. I forgot. I don't know if this was London or if this was in Europe. It might have been London, but he made a post about it of how it was like breaking his heart because that's kind of like how he grew as a rising artist.
Wow.
And he started to play these shows for free to help the venue out because they were going to close down. A lot of these venues that he used to play at before he blew up were going to close.
Yeah,
it's sad.
damn, that is
Yeah, one of
tragic.
like the most popping clubs in LA closed because people didn't want to go to anymore.
What-
Arena
Oh yeah,
in K Town.
I thought it was because it moved.
Yeah,
or is
that
it
was
because
they
it moved?
relocated.
I'm gonna be so for real. I went when it was like on its last like months of it, and
pretty bad.
in my opinion, I feel like it's because they didn't get enough people to go anymore. Like,
That's
and
so
also, there. I'm also be for real. Girls bring in people to the clubs, right?
Yeah.
Arena. It was just mostly guys.
Yeah, it was. I think the last time I went to Arena, but was like in 2020 before things closed.
Yeah, I think general club culture is still just like so, to me, like the demographic is still just so rooted in like college students, you know? And
yeah,
the,
but not
like,
even college students. All I hear
Well-
is just raves from them now.
Yeah. Well, but I mean just like general like lounges or clubs, not even like clubs that have like artists playing, because I feel like there are still a lot of club venues, you know, all over the US that you know, people still go to go see like, you know, their favorite artist if their favorite artist is in town and they happen to be playing at that club, right? Like that still happens, but I will say like I mean, I haven't been to like Academy or Exchange in a while. Next weekend will probably be the first time in I think like a year even, or maybe a little bit less than that, but it does feel a lot different. And I do think what you were saying earlier about social media playing a role in that, I do feel like social media has played a large role in that. And just having access, the amount of access people are having to like being able to attend other events and stuff that's
I was gonna say, like,
bigger and better.
It's like
than
why
clubs.
would I choose to go to a club when I have hypothetically, if I was like a USC student,
Yeah.
why would I go to the clubs when I got something at the Shrine every other week?
Yeah, there's more events that are frequently happening every weekend. So now there's that choice of, okay, do I want to go to the club and have an iffy time, or do I want to go to a rave where I know for sure I'm probably gonna have a good time.
Yeah, I think people are starting to actually recognize that listening to EDM just feels a little bit better without even like realizing it. But like the frequencies that are in EDM in comparison to like R&B or hip hop, I'm not shitting on the genre. I love hip hop and R&B, but it does feel different, you know, feeling the vibrations, and it does like help just like feel good. Your body
Yeah.
wants to move with the music, and I feel like people are slowly wanting to gravitate towards that.
Well, I kind of want to shift gears for just like the last part of the episode a little bit, and just kind of catch up on what everyone's been up to recently.
You want to start, Evan?
I can if you guys want me to.
Go.
I want to hear
Chat.
about your life. I haven't seen you in like.
Yeah, you know, vent to us. Tell
No,
us.
I mean, I've been pretty MIA for the most part, but it's because I've been working on a fitness program that I've been putting together for the last 2 months. So I'm really, really excited about that. I'm going to be offering fitness coaching. So by the time this airs, it may or may not be out yet, or it'll be right around the corner before I drop it. But if there is anyone out there that's interested in stepping up your fitness game, I already got Nand on it. I got Mashbit on it, and our editor Robert. They're my first 3 clients. So I am currently working with them, and I really just
Already got in trouble for eating gushers.
and yeah, because I will keep you on that shit. And so I just but I'm looking forward to like helping some people because fitness has been a really big part of my life, and yeah, I want to help people get that same confidence in themselves as the confidence I found in myself going to the gym.
I think it'll be really crazy within the next 6 months seeing Nan like go from like.
Yeah, if he sticks to it.
You say it so mean. Damn.
I'm supposed
Where's
to be.
the faith?
I'm supposed to be a hard ass.
Is a coach.
Sure, but where's the faith?
I'm your coach. I'm supposed to be
Coach.
a hard ass.
Don't worry,
It's tough
Nan,
love.
I got you.
Where was
I'll
the
keep
faith? He spoke like I was already failing.
The gushers.
I'm just gonna keep you on your shit, boy. That's it.
You can just put your muscles inside of me.
Hey,
In some really
wait.
wrong ways, bro.
I don't even have a dirty mind like that, and I interpreted it. That was the first thing that I thought of.
What? What did I say?
Putting his
Nothing. Let's
muscles-
move on.
Yeah, let's move on. That's been pretty much it. Aside from that, taking a bit of a hiatus. I mean, I already talked about this, I think, before, but taking a bit of a hiatus from festivals. Obviously, except for the ones that we've all been attending for either podcast or work stuff. Just because I'm, again, just focusing on other things like my fitness program and just been focusing a lot on myself. So. Why are you biting the mic? You clean that off. It's dirty.
Sorry, we twitch. We have urges.
What is it called? You're stimming? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're stimming over there?
Just the urge to bite the microphone.
Yeah. But that's been pretty much it on my end.
Hell
What about
yeah.
you guys?
Mickey, how about you?
I don't really have any updates.
You never have
She
updates.
said you don't get to know my life.
I don't really have any updates.
Hey, and that's fair,
I'm just
honestly.
living life and
Period.
vibing,
Period.
All right. Are you sure? There's nothing you could tell us. Absolutely nothing. What'd you have for breakfast this morning?
I'm having a little cousin that's going to be a girl.
Oh,
That's fire.
And
there we go.
I've been the only girl in the family for 26 years, so
Wow.
it's pretty sick.
Oh yeah, now you can share the gender. Yay!
Yay.
Yeah, you didn't even share the gender with me. I think because you were in this mindset of like I'm only supposed to know it. No one knows yet.
Yeah.
Cute.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I was the gender keeper.
That's cute.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations, Mickey.
Congratulations, and
Thanks.
to your family.
Thanks.
There you go.
How about you, Nand?
I've been working a lot. I've been trying to work on my mental health. I feel like I've learned this. I'm a workaholic, and I already knew that. But I think the source of my workaholism has been I've been trying to distract myself from some of the problems in my life, and I'm not going to pretend like I don't have problems, but I do. So working on some of that stuff, but I'm really, really excited about this year still. I think I'm going to be treading very carefully this coming 2025 because I have a lot of things planned. But I was stressed out about all of it. But then Daniel read a quote this morning, and it kind of stuck in my head. And it's just like, I can't bitch and moan about having a plate that's too full when the goal was to eat.
I saw that on Instagram. I was like, damn. Yeah.
If I've been building everything to
That's
fucking
facts.
eat, then I can't complain if my plate's too
facts.
full.
Yeah.
Mm.
There was
Now, don't
an-
get me wrong. I need to get some of this shit off my plate. Make no mistake. Or somebody help me eat. I'm lonely.
Aww.
There was another one. There's another quote where it said, "Don't look back because you're not going that way."
Where are
No,
you finding
yeah.
these? Where are you? They're pretty.
Dude,
These are good. No, these are
It
good.
just
Just
reminds me of those Tumblr quotes.
Oh yeah, the Swagapino program.
Don't cry because it's over. Smile
because it happened.
Oh,
I think everyone has to know that quote. There's no way.
What have you been up to, Bryn?
been tapping into my creative self for a hot minute, and I think I was deflecting this problem with just the build of Cyberwaver and then like tapping into right with the merch. So I'm working back on it because I was working on like balancing my time, but I think I set that aside for a little bit because I really wanted to tap into my creative self. I was struggling with feeling confident and authentic with my content. I felt like I was on autopilot for a hot minute. And it took just a month of consistently positive self-talk, journaling, writing out what the issue is, and just focusing and tapping into my higher self to where I think like a couple of days ago, I feel like I really had a breakthrough. And
Nice.
It kind of just like hit me like overnight type shit where it was like all the things that I've been doing to get to this place of feeling confident again with my content finally had hit, and like it feels like a breath of fresh air. And I think that came down to just the constant mindset that I was in regardless of what I currently had, and knowing what I wanted. Just continuously telling myself that like I that version of me exists, because this is like my kind of philosophy, like that version of me exists and I just need to tap into it. And once I tap into it, then I'm back, and then I got to stay consistent with it. And now I have a flow with content, and I have the flow with the merch and with my brand, and it doesn't feel overwhelming. Because I felt like I had to separate, the 3 projects, Wavybrin, Cyberwaver, I'm Peak, and I felt like I had to separate them. When in reality, it's like it's all just one major project where like everything kind of intertwines, and
Everything is a reflection of you.
yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed it in your energy and in your like social media in general. Like everything just seems a little bit like you can feel the energy shift.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think before around friendship is kind of when I got into a pickle because I didn't realize that I had a chapter to close, which was like that trauma chapter. And I just like since February, I've kind of just been like tapping into that, and I feel so free, and I finally let go of caring about views. I finally let go of caring about just validation. And once I let that go, it feels just so much more freeing, and I feel like there's just a flow of energy within me that's allowing just art to create.
Yeah, I'm on a similar wavelength as you there. I feel like I've also kind of let go of that validation as well.
Yeah, it's crazy when it just like when you see the shift. I used to let it get to me, dude. I used to let the views get to me. Like even if it was an ad, I'd be like, fuck, like this ad did so bad. I worked 12 hours on this video, and it would affect my entire day. It would affect if anything, my week. And it's like, why was I allowing myself to get to that point? For what?
Yeah.
Because for no reason.
Yeah. Also, I want to take a quick second to also like just give a big shout out to you for the merch.
Yeah, round
And
of
for
fucking
the-
applause
yeah.
for Brinda.
Yes,
Yeah, because the merch
killed it,
Yeah,
bro.
she killed the merch. If you haven't already gotten a chance to, by the way, like definitely go and check it out. I'm really excited for all the stuff that is to come.
Yes.
Brynn did a great job.
More
with that, so.
jerseys coming, different versions of the jerseys, different styles of jerseys.
Can I get a sneak peek?
Can we get
I
hats?
haven't seen anything.
Hats?
Yes,
Okay.
please, hats.
Okay.
Dad hats or
Okay.
something.
Yeah. They have that hat.
Bucket
Bucket
hats.
hats.
Let's go.
Ooh,
Bucket
there you go.
hats.
Yeah.
Bucket
Bucket
hats for
hats.
sure.
Bucket hats.
Beanies.
Yeah.
Okay, period.
It's
Yeah,
the one
I like the
thing-
accessory idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots
Good
of
shit,
stuff
Brinda.
to come.
Proud of you.
Yes.
Yep.
Daniel,
Yeah.
what you been
Damn,
up to?
Daniel.
Oh yeah. No, the bucket hats are like the one thing that I can show my floof still.
Mm.
We're not on the.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm the same.
Shit. Yeah. No. I mean, there's a whole lot. There's a whole lot that has happened within this past year, and there's a whole lot that we're planning for. Nand and I are going to be spending a whole lot of time away from home this year,
Saw that.
which is great. Yeah, we
Little
did a
tour.
little. Yeah, we did a little not a tour. It is super fun. It is super stressful, but it's something to like really get excited about, because it's like, like we have all of these things to look forward to, and yeah, it's a whole lot of planning, but this is definitely something that we've wanted to do for a while, because it's like, fuck, we're getting to travel all across the U.S.
Yeah.
and experience all of these different things, and that's gonna be super fun.
You guys are living the tour life.
Yeah, without actually being
Yeah.
on tour,
Yeah.
it's great.
Period.
We're just emulating what the podcast is going to be doing at some point eventually.
You're
there you go.
manifesting.
And we're testing it out.
You're testing out the waters first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one that I'm really excited about. I'm not going to name names because I don't want to say it on camera, but there's an artist that wants to take me and Daniel on tour for the first couple stops of their
Nice.
Yeah.
Gotta confirm the details on all that still, but like that's really, really fucking sick.
Yeah, that one's
So-
gonna be super fun. Other than that, not dead yet. The project is still on its way up, and I'm really, really liking the progress and the pace that I'm taking it. So by the time this episode airs, it'll be 3 days beforehand. I am playing my first show as Not Dead Yet.
Yes.
Super, super excited. I'm also nervous as all hell, but I'm not putting that energy out. I'm masking it. Very, very excited for that. And then on May 28th, also playing another show, and I'm closing that one out at 17:20. It's just really, really cool because I did not expect that I would be doing that yet. I thought the last one was probably gonna, like, the first one was gonna be in September, but woohoo, it's in like 12 days.
No,
Next week.
No, it's not. Oh my god, it is. Holy shit.
Yay.
I'm a little nervous now.
Watching
this.
you
You're made for this
progress
life.
has honestly been such a treat. Like just seeing the progression at the speed, like the speed in which you are going. You're basically like, you're essentially speed running like producer, like becoming a producer.
It's
From like a place of like having an influence already, you know, because I feel like we see so many people who are, you know, they have like a following, they have an audience, also try to go into like, you know, producing music or making art or like whatever. And seeing you do it at the success that you're doing it has been really, really cool to see.
it's definitely been something that has been like kind of always planned because like I've said it before, like I started producing in just a different genre back in 2021, like right after, like, you know, when everything closed down.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I kind of took a break from it because it wasn't really what I wanted to do. It wasn't really having fun with it anymore. And then I started creating content, and then I started creating content around EDM and bass music, what I actually love. And it was always like, hey, like I want to use my platform and eventually start releasing music again, and being able to do it in the way that I have planned, and it going smoothly, or, you know, just kind of as smoothly as I didn't think it would be. It feels really, really good, and I'm very, very fortunate that you know, like I have so many people that are supporting me, like you guys, support from my family, support from my friends, like this entire community in general has seen me go from creator and now to artist, and it feels really, really good having that support for both of my joys. So I'm very, very thankful for all of it.
Yeah, it's also the energy that you emit, dude. It's very positive and optimistic, and it, from an outside perspective, it seems like you do come from a place of abundance, and it seems like the habits that you have are built for yourself, or just the things that you say that you do for yourself, or in like the mindset of growth and openness. And I think that's why, like, you know, you're allowing all of this to just like get received.
Yeah, which is far from the truth, because I didn't start, and I probably don't live with the mindset of abundance yet still, but I did not have that abundance for a while, and for it to for it to just start manifesting itself now, it feels really, really good.
You know what I think though? I think you know that a lot of people believe in you though. And I think that definitely goes a long way in continuing to bring you more and more success.
You guys are gonna make me fucking cry.
Do it.
I mean, like, the things that you say, you know, of how like you listen to like these frequencies, you know, like your mindset is open to like these new ideas. So I know it's just like, because I don't know you, like I know you, but I don't know you like that well. So just like things that you do say, it does sound very like positive.
Thank you.
Keep doing the thing, man.
Yeah. So I mean, to wrap it all up, very, very excited for the rest of this year and what it has to bring, and excited for all of our ventures moving forward into this year, because I think we definitely started off well, we didn't start off strong, we got robbed, but it's all uphill from here, you know?
What's on the horizon for I'm Peaking?
Yeah.
Well, we can't really talk about a lot of it because it's like really set.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff
But
going on.
I will just say this: we've got some really big guests planned for this summer.
Oh my
So,
god!
Are you
just
putting like an emphasis on big?
Stay tuned.
getting-
No, not yet, because he's not confirmed. But
Oh,
But
okay.
let's
He's not
be
confirmed
so
yet,
for
but-
real. It's not just the guests. We have a lot of other things that are going to be happening too. It's
True.
not. It's
That's
not
true.
just about the artist guests that we have
True.
on.
Yeah. We have a lot of stuff that's we've kind of like stuff we've shot already that we just needs to just be edited and packaged and everything. So I know we kind of touched upon that at the beginning of the year, but now we actually have it like in our storage vaults, and we've got we're obviously in talks with multiple artists that I think you guys are going to really enjoy. So lots of big stuff on the horizon for us this year. I really think this is I really, really, really think this is going to be our year.
Holy
And
shit, we're peaking.
a big
No.
thanks to
Right.
a big
Or it's already
thanks,
our
a big thanks to everyone who has supported us, especially those who state that you guys have been here from the very beginning.
Yeah.
It's honestly it warms my heart to hear when people say I've watched since the first episode,
Yep.
because you didn't have to do that, but you did. And thank you, because that is the reason why we are here today, and that is the reason why we are able to grow and continue what we're doing, because of the support that we get from you guys. And I think all that we want to do is be able to provide back the same value.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for believing in us. Thank you so much for all the support you guys give us. I think this is a great place to end the episode on.
Wow, we're so sappy. I love
Yeah.
it.
I know, yeah. I really, but like seriously, it gives me so much fulfillment to see you guys and hear you guys, the people who send us messages, DMs, the people who come up to us at the festivals and tell us your guys' support, it really goes a long, long way in keeping us going. We're on year 3 of this now. Year 3. So it's and this is, we've had a lot of ups and downs. We've had a lot of stuff we've had to work through, both financially, both just in terms of making this whole operation happen. And that support has kept us going the entire time. So really, thank you.
You're
on
awesome.
that note,
You're
yeah.
amazing.
On that note, we are going to conclude the episode here. If you want to go and check out the bonus episode, which we're going to be shooting right after this, we have a Patreon. Definitely go and check that out. It's the best way to support us directly.
Names now.
Yeah, the names will be on screen. We have bonus content over there. We go and listen to
That's
music,
cool too.
talk
That's
about
cool.
some other personal stuff going on with us.
person's
Exclusive
cute.
playlists that we need to update. We also have early access to episodes over there, so definitely go and check out all the tiers. And then
So
also want to take a quick second to thank our sponsors, being BoomBoom scented nasal
Oh,
sticks,
can you hand me one of those?
which you can use at your next festival to either calm your anxiety, to clear up your congestion, or to just get rid of bad smells. Maybe at the porta potties, stick them in your nose and go to the bathroom.
Fucking wakes you
So,
up, bro.
Yeah, they're honestly they be putting something else
When
in
I
there
was
maybe.
when I was sick,
No, they don't.
when I was sick last week, I legit had one in my hands 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
should probably be using one right now.
go and check them
Yeah.
out. Also, big shout out to our other sponsor, Clutchloop, phone tethers to keep your phone safe at music festivals. These are a must, especially for EDC this upcoming next week.
Yeah.
You guys, really go and grab one because you are going to need it. It is Vegas. There are unfortunately a lot of pickpocketers in Vegas. That's where Nand got pickpocketed from Lost in Dreams 3 years ago.
Bro.
Yep.
So go and get one.
But you have to properly use it. Just having
Yes.
a clutch loop and letting your phone dangle.
Do not let your
is-
phone dangle.
Yeah.
You still got to
People
use it
could cut it.
properly.
Yeah, they're getting a little smarter. I don't know how they're getting in.
I've seen
freaking wire
videos.
cutters, but
Yeah, I've seen videos. People saying they've seen cut marks, scissor marks on their.
I have a couple cut marks on a
That's
couple of my clutch loops.
crazy.
Yeah.
yeah. So but yeah, big shout out to them. Go and grab one. I think they've got
these
some
the-
upcoming.
these are the
yeah,
new
these are the new.
designs.
These are the
new
new
ones.
festival carnival loops
That's
for EDC. They look great,
Wait, you
and I
have
know they've got some. I know
the
they've
new
got
clutch
some.
loop logo is really sick. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think it's just for the theme of.
No,
of
it's
this for EDC.
look at the. Look
Oh,
at
is
the
it really?
Instagram.
Is
Look
it
at
just
Instagram?
Oh.
It's very abstract.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, go and check them out. They got some other cool products on the way as well. So definitely keep a lookout. But with that, we're going to conclude the episode here. Hop on over to the bonus episode. So
Bye.
Nand?
Love you.
Take it away.
Yeah. So, smash that notification bell, like, subscribe, leave a comment of who you want to see next, and we will see you in the next episode. If not, in the bonus episode. We love you guys very, very much. Doodles.
Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.